Player X here with the Semi-Limited Podcast, and I'm here with...
It's your boy, Mr. Purrfect.
Hey, that's right.
It says it on my sleeve. You see it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And what did you do today?
Yeah, we got third place at the Rochester Regional, playing the best deck in the room.
And what was that?
That was Regenesis and Bystial.
Ooh, the goo. That's different from your Castera version, huh?
I mean, it worked nice today. I can't even lie. It worked really nice. Normal matchups. Bystials came through when they needed to. Only one loss the whole entire day. Took third place, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, so let's get into this goo.
All right.
Do you have any shout outs before we get in, actually?
Got my boy Billy, part of the gang. Let me borrow a couple of
cards.
The man right
that
there.
boy.
Yeah, we about to get some food right now. We haven't eaten yet today. We hungry.
I know. All we had to do was grind.
Hungry, bro. I gotta give a shout out to Semi-Limited Podcast. Make sure you go follow, like, subscribe on all social media platforms. Keep up to date with your boys.
That's right.
And hopefully I don't break the internet with this one. All right, you ready?
Let's try to.
All right, we got 3 Regenesis Archfiend. Self-explanatory. You don't play any less. If you do, you might as well not play the deck. We play 2 Sage, 2 Dragon, 2 Warrior, 1 Lord, standard. I see a lot of, for me it's standard, I see a lot of people playing 1 Warrior, 1 Dragon, 1 Sage. You're wrong. Stop doing it. Play 2s. This deck is meant to OTK right now. You want consistency? Play 2, quit playing 1. Stop it.
Stop being bad duelists.
Yeah, stop it.
A lot of people don't play the Lord.
I've noticed some people not doing that, and this card
Lord's
is
crazy.
insane.
Lord's bonkers.
It goes 5,000. It's got piercing. It's set, so it plays under draw.
Sets the birth, yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's such a good card. So that's just the Regenesis package. Next, Bystials, 3 Libellion. I'm going to call them Lubillions. Because again,
Lubills.
Yeah, I will get these off of Billy. I will figure it out. We got 2 Baldrake. 1 Magnamut, 1 Druis, 1 Serenir. Again, pretty.
So what made you go with the higher package? Because this is pretty big.
I mean, I think 2 is okay. I mean, I wanted to make sure. I thought of a 3rd, but that's the only reason I put this in, because I didn't want to brick on 2 of these and not be able to, have names. So I tucked this in. I do not care for Serenir at all. I don't care.
Did you ever dump for Libellion at all?
I don't think I did today, as far as the regional simulators. I did, but no. I mean, overall, this gives you enough disruption for certain matchups, and they're just 25 bodies, so it's
cool.
It's consistency. That's what you're looking for in the deck. You want to put pressure on your opponent, because you don't mind going first. You can kind of put up interruptions depending on your hand, but you more so just want to guarantee you have 25 bodies. You want to lose the dice roll, in all reality. I'm not even lying to you.
You secretly want to go second.
You want to stop them with hand traps, and then just 25, and just, go for game. So that's about it. That is just the Bystial package. Next, hand traps. We play 3 Fua. I would consider Purrelias, don't have them at the moment. Fua works just as good. 3 Ash. It was kind of a last minute addition. I would consider changing this for Purrelias if I had them, but these were really good today. They did their job. Yeah, they definitely worked out. I mean, they're clutching. There's certain amount of matchups too. Especially Mitsu. If they tried doing prayers in the beginning, this is still solid.
Yeah.
Other hand traps, 2 Nibs. Card was okay. Came in clutch a couple of times, but compared to everything else, I'd rather see Droll or Fua. I mean,
did it resolve a lot today?
I think a couple of times I did, but I don't necessarily care for it. I don't know. I might consider maybe changing it for different hand traps, but I don't know. It's okay. If it had a 2,500 stat, then it'd be a god. But other than that, it's all right. 2 Ghost Ogres. This was kind of a last minute tech. Came in clutch against one of my matchups. I was able to set up a board, super poly 2 of his monsters. He had a detonator and a cross. I summoned Dragon to force banish the cross, so he was stuck with a detonator, and I was able to go into a Typhon, because I had Garura, 3 25s on board, went into a Typhon with Archfiend, and I had Sage on the board, so I had a negate, so I was safe. And when I used, because he couldn't activate detonator, because Christ was on field, so when I bounced the detonator and he tried to eclipse, bring back duo drive, he tried duo driving to attach, and I had Ghost Ogre in hand and popped it, and he was like, oh. And I got the game from there.
Would you say it overperformed today, or?
It's nice. You can consider playing Ghost Spells. I mean, I guess another reason I went with this as well is because you're obviously playing Bystial, so if you get weird hands where you need to maybe summon this and like you need to get like a Bystial and 25, like another Regenesis, you can at least summon this, link it for El Mirage, have a target for your Bystial, and then have plays.
Okay.
So it's good.
Not bad.
I might keep it in there. Okay. 2 Drolls. You know, we're kind of in a format where Droll I think is necessary. It still conflicts with Fua, which I don't like cards that conflict. That's why I'm not playing like, you know, Kashtira, Bystial with Nibiru's and hand traps. Like, no, because like it conflicts too much. You're wrong. Stop doing it. And so no, that's just a basic hand trap lineup. Probably wouldn't change anything besides Ashes for maybe Perulias. But
I like the 2/2.
It was good. I wanted variety. So like, because like you don't want to see like multiple hand traps because then you're just kind of staring at them in your hand. But having variety is good, especially if your opponent tries to play into Fua. You're either drawing hand traps or you're drawing bodies.
Engine, yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that still a lot of people have to read Regenesis cards and they don't realize that just slap a 25 in the board and the 2500 a monster attack is already hard enough to deal with. Don't even think about the
As
interruption
is,
effects.
yeah.
Like yeah, it works. It works. So that's just all the monster lineup. Spell traps, 3 Regenesis. It was 2, bumped it up to 3. I feel like, you know, for consistency, you just kind of have to. 3 code. You don't care about the extra deck. This is a starter. You play 3 of this. Draw phase. This is our Mitsurugi prayers. Okay. This is our card. We have 1 talent, 1 regain, kind of self-explanatory. You don't really care about getting hand trapped, so I didn't care to really play call by. If they hand trap and I have this instead, then I'm just gonna rip a card out of your hand. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like,
super
this should
good.
be banned, honestly. And then last 2 births.
Why'd you play 2?
I was considering a 3rd.
Really?
Birth is so strong.
I agree.
And there was another list that I saw. I can't remember his name, but in the Regenesis Duelist page. Shout out to whoever you are. I know you're possibly watching this if you're ever looking for like tips and tricks. But he was playing a list with 3 of these things, and honestly, like he was making a good point. Like if by chance, like with hand traps, and like you draw this with a couple of hand traps, sometimes this alone, the Book of Moon is so strong.
Yeah, and it gets you engine at the end phase.
Yeah, that too. It gives you your add back at the end phase. So many decks are reliant on needing that normal summon to stick to the field, whether it be a Malice especially,
Malice,
Riziel,
yep. Fiendsmith.
They need to have that name on the field. Lurie, anything, you book that, they're struggling. So I was considering
Even Eldritch.
I was considering a 3rd, but I'm right at 40, so I didn't want to bust over that. So I felt 2 was the sweet spot.
Is it Queen 40?
Yep, clean 40.
All right, let's get the extra deck.
Shout out to my coworker Max. Thank you for that token, bro. You're gonna forever live on the internet now. Thank you, bro. We got super poly targets, 2 Garura, 1 Almarduke. This is for the Malice matchup. You know, sometimes they're able to kind of bring a board back, but just being able to kind of get rid of the allied code, whatever, and the other firewall and one of the Malice. It's still pretty strong. Earth Golem, Mud Dragon, didn't go into this once today. I actually don't even think I went into this. I know I sided Super Poly a couple of times, and I know I used it. This card is amazing. Being able to protect your Regenesis like Super Poly aboard, and again, for YCS I was main decking Super Poly, but just being able to pull this out and protect your like Archfiend from being targeted from
Imperm
anything. Being able to get your searches off, it's so clutch.
Yeah.
So that's good. Duration and Changing, only 2 synchros that I'm playing. This card's really solid. I made it once today, which helped me win a game. I had 3 25s on board and I drew a Ghost Ogre for turn. And so I summoned Ghost Ogre. It was Sage, I think Dragon or Warrior, and Archfiend. So I summoned Ogre, used Archfiend and Ogre to make this, and that was 81 instead of 75. Because sometimes you can poke for 75 and not be able to really, finish them off. Like you can go into, Flare Metal, like with Sage and like Warrior if you have it. But it's like, why would you want to do that when
we're not going to end the game right now?
No, not even that. You can keep the Sage for an Omni Negate and something, and not risk making a Flare Metal just to have to get Impermed or something, and then you just kind of get.
Yeah, even better. Okay.
Yeah, so it's worth it. But yeah, that helped me push for game earlier. It gave me 81, so that was really good. Links, El Mirage. I explained it already because like hand traps, if you get Ogre or whatever, at least you can try to go with Bystials if you need to get a 25 on board to summon Regenesis. Little Knight. This card's really, really good. I consider not playing it, but after today, I'm keeping it. There was like 3 times today where I opened Fua, like a dead Fua, or I would draw into a Fua, and I would have a Regenesis Archfiend on field with maybe like 2 other names, and you summon Fua, and you use Fua and Archfiend to go into this, so you already have protection from whatever, and then if you have a Regenesis engraved, which I did, Regenesis, bring back your Archfiend, then you search, and then you keep on going again. It's crazy. This is really good protection. I would absolutely recommend it. Phoenix, this helped me pop a True Light earlier today. Shout out to my opponent, he was really cool. Because I kind of misplayed it, and you know, he wasn't a crab about it, so no.
Yeah, all the boys hate True Light.
No, he was cool, but no, yeah, that helped pop a True Light earlier. And then Goddess, if you ever really need to go into it, normally you have enough interruption. If you ever face off against like a tower or something, you just struggle to get over, or you lowered can't beat over, like a Chaos Angel for some reason, you know, you have this. So yeah, that's about that. That's about it for the links. And then we have 1 Flare Metal. Didn't go into that once today. Didn't need to. Same thing with Big Eye. Didn't go into that once. And then 2 Sky Crisis. This card was really good today. Again, being able to throw just like 4 25s on field and then just pick one that you want just to slap that on and bounce something. Yeah, and this basically got me my game round 7 or 8 earlier. So yeah, that was really good.
Solid, all right. Anything you would cut besides the Flare and Big Eye? No, all solid.
You gotta keep Flare time.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Dry it too, though.
It is a cowboy card, even though like we don't say that around here. But yeah, I mean, and then but you know, Drytron is also.
It's,
like,
I mean,
really
it's no
good,
Gustav
so,
Max, but
that's great. So there's that, and then I guess we'll show side deck too, because I showed it in the other profile that I did. So I mean, the goo is already leaked. So there's a Nib token. You know, shout out to Nib. 3 Dragons Mine.
crack card.
Amazing card. If you're not playing 3, play 3. I would even say it's main deck worthy.
I say play 4.
Yeah, right. You judge. I just don't, because obviously you can't guarantee winning the dice roll. You don't really want to see it going second when you know you're going first. So this is amazing. Don't play Solemn Strikes. Don't do all that. I've already explained before. I would rather pay $2,500 and bring this back from the graveyard than use strike 2 times for a monster effects or a summon when I can get an Omni Negate instead. So I would much rather recommend playing that. 3 Chaos Hunter.
Your mouse player was.
You know the format that we're in. I don't really need to explain, but again, it's 2,500 attack. If you are playing the cash version, you can use Birth and normal summon this if you ever really want to, which is kind of funny. So that's clutch. 3 Super Poly. So good. So good. This card got me out of some jams today. Definitely play it. If you ever draw this in code, obviously just Super Poly their stuff first, and then just code after. You're fine. You'll be good. This card is so good. Absolutely play it. I'm realizing, and same thing like why I'm not playing Imperms. We're to a point where like things like Ash, which I was situational about an Imperm, doesn't do enough, and like you can do 2-3 hand traps and your opponent's still putting up a full board, and
So just deal with the board.
Well, this is the way to do it.
Just deal with it.
They cannot respond to. Like same thing with like hand traps. Like you want like blanket effects. Nothing that's going to try to do like a single stop. Yeah, is it going to help sometimes? Maybe, but like it's not guaranteed every time.
Yeah, you literally only play Ash for Charlie.
And then we got 2 Lancia, 1 Feather Duster. I was doing a third, but I wanted some sort of board breaker. So.
I wonder why.
Yeah, especially now thinking about it. Yeah, I wonder why. And then last but not least, the real glue of the deck, because you know this is Tenpai 2.0, and besides my feature match, this came in clutch a few games today. 3 Heat Waves. Card's amazing. If you know you're going first and you can hit him with a Heat Wave and just pass turn, you're completely fine. And then on the clapback, you're just gonna have your 25s on hand to be able to just go for game. So Heat Wave, it was kind of a last minute decision as well. I was playing Lava Golems, but I felt like in the end with Mitsurugi running around, I didn't want to be tributing stuff. I was already doing it before, and it was kind of coming back to bite me. This is just way better.
Yeah. Plus, you can do, like as you said, just slap a whole bunch of bodies afterwards and go to town.
I resolved this
on an
like
empty
3
board.
or 4 times today after siding, and every single time they had to like read it to double check and make sure it was like, oh, normal and special. And be like, yes,
Yeah, everything, guy.
yes. Do you want to set a hand trap? Yes. You're welcome to do that.
All right. You have anything to say about the deck before we close out?
I love Regenesis, bro. I mean,
Would you stay with this? You think maybe for like the national season?
Yeah,
Think it's a good contender?
This is going to be my list for a good while. Once that new trap comes out, you might as well mark me as first place for any future event. Nah, I shouldn't be talking.
Might have to
about
change
that.
his name
I
from
shouldn't be
Mr.
talking
Perfect to
about
Mr. Regenesis over
that.
here.
Yeah, right. I might have to. I love this deck. I don't know. I might be done being a furry. Might be Mr. Regenesis now. So.
All right. Any last words?
No, that's about it, man. No. Thank you guys for your time coming out, and appreciate all the love and support. So.